Smash that up and you're free from the virus.
That is why the man said this revolution will be telepathic.
They're doing psychological warfare on you to weaken you to the point where you will not only accept defeat, you will accept perpetual defeat for the rest of your life.
I try find the way every day them get up and look on the TV, them read the newspaper, them want to say the truth. But them can't say the truth. Because the truth will not.
That's the only time you should be wearing masks. You've killed two birds with one stone here. One, no medication, no vaccine. Two, BBC licence gone. Programming, that's all it is. That's your media, that's your fear. That's what it's all about. Smash that up and you're free from the virus.
I saw the exact same, a lot of people saw it. There was a UN document, this is common knowledge, and it basically outlined the lockdowns, and they just gave it to each country and allowed each country to tweak it for their own people, to make it more palpable for their people, and to give the impression that it wasn't an international document disseminated to all countries to make it people think that every country made up their own rules. No. The 5 levels of lockdown were in there. In a place like Ireland, they went level 1 to 5. In a place like Canada, where we like colors, now we got green to gray. It's still 5 levels of lockdown. All the 5 levels are identical. They used Australia as the model for the 5th level of lockdown, where you can't leave your house, you can't go can't literally do anything. And that's what they really want to do here. Well, I heard about the mandatory quarantine hotels, and I knew right away it's a complete violation of our rights. And the only reason they're doing it is because they want to convince you to accept the vaccine passport. I want to stress that. Everything that they're doing, closing your business, closing your gym, forcing you to wear a mask, all the stuff they're doing is to try to convince you that it's a good idea for you to go along with this idea of a vaccine passport so they can vaccinate you multiple times a year, every year, and then use that as an excuse to prevent you from travel, work, congregating, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And if you think it's a conspiracy theory, they already have it in place in Israel, and they've already made it quite clear that if you don't get vaccinated, you're going to be relegated to small shops and grocery stores, and you're basically shunned from the rest of society. And that's what they want. They want a complete medical tyranny on you. Once you give in to medical tyranny and you do not have bodily autonomy, and they can literally forcibly inject you with whatever they want as a pretense for you to live your life, are you free? Absolutely not. That's the most invasive violation of our rights thus far. And that's why they waited an entire year of demoralizing you and destroying your life and making you as hopeless as possible, so you will not just accept it, you will beg for it. That's what they're...
Why do you think that theme has not been picked up by many more American artists, Black American artists in particular?
Because in that team there's a struggle there. That is a real struggle. And plenty of people try skip the struggle, and try to make life much easier. Some place, sometime, somehow, somewhere easier, But easier don't really last for time, because the struggle is for make our people know now, say Christ upon earth, and him name Rastafari. And all of our people now must know the truth and deal with it. Because what we are dealing with, is something higher. I mean, it's not what we are dealing with. The reality of what's going to happen is something higher than man's own personal little vexation and pride self. This is something where no man can stop, because all nations are going to gather, and all nations are going to say, yes, I'm right. And some plenty will die, But there is the people who did it, who want it and know says for them one.
One world.
One world.
One world. One world. One world.
One world.
One world.
One world. One world.
One word.
One world.
One world.
One world, me say,
One world.
One word.
One world.
One word.
One word.
One word.
one word.
One word.
One world.
One word.
One word.
One word. One word.
One word.
One word. One word.
One world.